Welcome to Old Folks Racing PC. Welcome to round 6, race 1. And we are with the Mercedes AMG GT3 car around Silverstone, but the historic version from 2001, a slightly shorter but equally challenging circuit. And it's the second time that we visit Silverstone this season. Of course, we had the Formula One current car there earlier on in the season, but that was in the current circuit. And let's go to the starting grid for this race. As Mark Elder and Darren Head are on row 1, followed by Diogo Silva and Mike Stevens. Third row, it's Fred Bakker and Christian Clark. Fourth row, it's Kev Allen and Jorge Luna. Fifth and last row, Simon Allen and Fred Tennant. We have, as usual, a 20-minute race, and away they go, and it's a good start by pole position man Mark Elder, or is it? Because Darren Head is going to go side by side into Cops, he will not. And Mark Elder with that Zoo TV livery is going to go to the lead. Let's look at the midfield. What's going on here in the midfield? On board with Fred Bakker in fourth place. Mike Stevens, Christian Clark. Simon Allen had a good start. He's up into seventh. Followed by Kev Allen, Jorge Luna, and Fred Tennant. The man that chose this combo is in 10th place. But look at this. Mark Elder and Darren Head are nose to tail as they go through Stowe Corner. Of course, this is the end of the lap in the new circuit. Look at this, Fred Bakker really going after, Fred Bakker really going after someone, or someone was going after him. It was Mike Stevens, actually, that was going after Fred. Mike is now defending from Simon. Now look at Simon. Oh, Christian Clark has had a problem. Christian Clark has had a problem because he's dropped down the order. So we are going to check out what happened here. And, well, it happened a while ago in Stowe Corner. Yes, he's slow there. He's, well, maybe better to look on the onboards. He is in 6th place. He's behind Mike Stevens. Oh, yes, he was going up to Mike. Ends up in the grass. There goes Simon Allen. There goes Kev Allen. And there goes Jorge Luna. Look at Simon Allen. Very racy. Simon Allen on this first lap. He started 9th. He's already up into 6th place. Simon Allen with a great first lap here at Silverstone. Let's go back to the race lead as through the Old Abbey chicane. Here come Mark Elder and Darren Head, the two leaders of this race. That number 86 is already almost over a second ahead of Darren Head. Third, Diogo Silva already. Couple of seconds, Diogo Silva runs wide there. And is now under pressure from Fred Bakker. These two have been together in the last round in Canada for most of the race. And had a tango on the last lap now. It seems they've picked up right where they left. Look at this, Diogo Silva already going defensive there. Diogo Silva already going defensive as he can see Fred Bakker in his mirror. As also Christian Clark is up into 7th because something happened with Kev Allen. Something happened with Kev Allen. Oh, and something happened there with Mike Stevens as well. So we are going to have a look at this. Oh, no, Kev Allen. It was Kev Allen. I'm sorry. Kev Allen almost spun into Cops. He's really trying hard to spin, but not successfully. And he rejoins in 9th place as Fred Tennant actually goes up into 9th. Or does he? Oh, then Fred Tennant spins. Fred Tennant spins. This car is not easy. And Kev, is he waiting for him? Oh no, I think Kev just lost it again. Kev Allen and Fred Tannen having the most difficulties dealing with his car. Let's go ahead of them. They're already 22 seconds off the leader, that is Jorge Luna, and there is a big train behind Diogo Silva. That number 77 yellow, look at this, there's Diogo Silva, Fred Bakker, Mike Stevens, and Simon Allen, with 7th place man Christian Clark and Luna still on the screenshot. But Diogo actually has managed to get a few car lengths, and someone has spun. Someone has spun. That was Simon Allen. Simon Allen. That was going so well. Spins, did he have any help whatsoever? I don't think so. Oh, he just outbraked himself and then rotated and lose the position to Christian Clark and also to Luna. But look at what happened to Mike Stevens as well. Mike Stevens was involved in this. Oh, oh. I'm starting to think that Mike Stevens got hit from behind by Simon. And my suspicions were confirmed here. Simon outbraked himself, couldn't avoid Mike, and now look at this, Christian Clark up into 5th place. Luna up into 6th place. This has obviously liberated Diogo Silva and Fred Bakker into 3rd and 4th, as you see the beautiful houses around Silverstone. Let's have a quick look at the race leader, as the order behind was reshuffled by this incident between Simon Allen and Mike Stevens. Now these two have been more or less separated by a second since the Big Bang of this race 13 billion years ago, as Mark Elder is trying to control this race, trying to stay away from a potential attack from there ahead, and he seems to be successful doing so. Almost 2 seconds now. 3rd and 4th are Diogo Silva and Fred Bakker. You can see them there. 5th is now Christian Clark. Christian, despite that half-baked attempt at Stowe to overtake Mike Stevens and the corresponding exit to the grass, has recovered well. That number 15 now in 5th place. 6th is Jorge Luna. And look at these beautiful airplanes around the Silverstone airfield. And then it is Mike Stevens, the blue car, followed by Simon Allen. Look at this. Mike Stevens is all over Jorge Luna. So we'll stay with these two because something tells me that action is about to happen here. That number 33 trying to stay in front of Mike Stevens. Mike coming with a bit more momentum there. Under the bridge they go. This was a very interesting sequence of corners in the old Silverstone circuit. And now look at this. Into the complex. And Mike Stevens is on the inside as they go through the field corner now. And Mike Stevens is ahead. Mike Stevens, nice and done. They're up into 6th place. Simon Allen is in 8th place. One thing we have not seen is that Kev Allen, that number 42, is really struggling with the grip as he is overtaken by Fred Tannen. These two are on a private battle. They are already 17 seconds behind 8th place man Simon Allen. They're on the private battle for 9th. Here comes Kev Allen on the inside of the start-finish side, and he goes into 9th place. So Kev Allen up 1 place. Let's go back to the race lead. 1.8 seconds is the gap, as they are already on lap 4. Diogo Silva on board with him. He can still see Darren Head, but he is 4 seconds, almost 4 seconds behind Darren. Then is Fred Bakker. Fred is a few car lengths behind Diogo. Then is Christian Clark. Christian Clark going into Club Corner. That's an unusual line through Club Corner, as he got off the chicane and a little bit too much acceleration there. Ooh, I wonder if A penalty is possible there. Mike Stevens trying to recover to 5th place. That's going to be an interesting one to watch. Now, where are Jorge Luna and Simon Allen? Battle for 7th place. Kev Allen and Fred Tennant continue to be very close. But the closest battle on the track is this one between Jorge Luna and look at that. Simon Allen has lost a bit of time there. As ever, the another lap is complete by pretty much everyone. The leader already on lap 5 is on board with Darren Head. He's 3 seconds now. He's losing time. Mark Elder is running away with the race as he often does. Darren Head on lap 5 already, almost 3 seconds behind. Diogo Silva is trying to stay in touch with the leaders, but he's already almost 6 seconds behind Mark. Then is Fred Bakker. The top 4 seem to be more or less stable, but we have an emerging battle here because Mike Stevens was much quicker on the last lap than Christian Clark. Look at that, 148.5 for Mike, 151.181 for Christian Clark. And Christian is starting to have his mirrors full of that blue Mercedes of Mike Stevens. We anticipate a very close battle for 5th place. And look at the gap at the front, 3.3 seconds. Mark Elder is the only driver on the 147s. In fact, he's faster almost by a second than anyone else on this track. And the second fastest man is Mike Stevens, the man that you see behind Christian Clark. Now the question is, can he get close to Christian and be able to make a clean move? This is not the easiest combo to overtake, and certainly Christian is doing a good job keeping that car on the track now on lap 6 already, completion of lap 5 for Christian Clark and Mike Stevens. And we'll keep an eye as well on the battle behind between Jorge Luna, as you see those beautiful helicopters and houses and tents of Silverstone. It's that number 33 car of Jorge Luna. As we go with the drone camera, and we can see Simon Allen, the white car, is behind him. Jorge Luna takes a very rally crossy line there through Magnussen. Magnussen, look at that! Oh! And comes back right into the racing line. Simon Allen almost, well, there was contact between the two, but Simon Allen is off. Simon Allen is off. Let's look at this from Simon Allen's perspective, as he is involved in another incident this time round. He was definitely more the victim, more than the perpetrator, if this word existed in English. Look at this, Simon is just minding his own business. And then, oh, and Jorge Luna a little bit aggressive there. And then Simon is accelerating too much and spins. So it wasn't directly being pushed by Luna, but definitely a very tight situation there with Luna coming back into the racing line. Now Simon Allen has lost a bucket load of time with this. The Allens are 8th and 9th. And Kev is 10 seconds behind Simon. Let's look for battles that this is the battle that we were watching a lap ago. And it continues to be more or less the same, as Mike Stevens has now reached a bit of a roadblock. He's probably faster than Christian Clark. He just needs an opportunity to make a clean pass, and that does not come often with this car on this circuit. We are on lap 6 already, finishing off lap 6. On board with Mike Stevens, as Christian Clark is doing a great job keeping that car in a good rhythm and preventing Mike from having a run. Lap 7 is already started by leader Mark Elder, 3.2 seconds is the gap ahead of Darren Head, followed by Diogo Silva, followed by Fred Bakker. The top four continue to be the same since the beginning of this race, but the battle for fifth place is very active indeed. And look at this, Mike Stevens now having a good run at the exit of Copse. Let's see if he can hold on to that rhythm into the hanger straight, and maybe. Oh, look at this, he's not waiting for the hanger straight, is he? He's side by side with Christian Clark into Chapel Corner and is ahead. Nicely done there by Mike Stevens, but look at that. These two are well. Christian Clark had momentum, but he had to let Mike Stevens go through as Mike was coming with even more momentum as they now get through the Abbey chicane. No, it's not the Abbey chicane. I can't remember the name of this chicane. It's the chicane preceding Club Corner, which is this corner over here. Mike Stevens there almost entirely off the track, but the race director is a bit permissive here. What happened to Christian Clark? What happened to Christian Clark? Is stopped there. He's stopped there, Christian Clark. Disaster for Christian Clark. He loses the position. Well, he loses sixth position, and he just rotated. Oh, too much acceleration there. And then he goes into the grassland. They call it grassroots racing for a reason. As there goes Jorge Luna. And nicely done there by Christian, actually making sure no one was going through as he rejoined the track. But he's almost losing a position to Simon Allen as well now. Simon Allen all of a sudden is back in the mix for 7th spot. As this is now the closest battle on the track. Christian Clark from defending from Mike Stevens is now defending from Simon Allen. And the leaders are more or less at the same pace. Darren is now a little bit closer, but still just under 3 seconds as we continue to go with the drone camera in Copse Corner. Christian Clark, the driver, in 7th place. No, Jorge Luna hasn't done a really good time, 1:52. It is possible. Look at Simon Allen, 1:50. And of course, Christian was slower because of his spin in Club Corner. But it's possible that they will reach to Luna, as if they continue to be faster than him. The top 3 can still be seen in the screen, but Diogo Silva was just a yellow dot there at the back. 2nd place man. Oh, look at this, Darren has lost time again. He's now 4 seconds behind. Diogo Silva, 3rd place. 1:49.8. He's lost a bit of time to Fred Bakker, but Fred now 4 seconds behind, 4.5 seconds. Mike Stevens is now lonely in 5th place. He's got 17 seconds, and Christian Clark has Christian Clark. Something must have happened here, because I'm fairly certain that Christian was in he was in 6th place, wasn't he? Unless I'm very mistaken, which I often am. Something happened to Jorge Luna, and yes, we can see what happened there to Jorge as he decided to pay a visit to the gravel trap here at Silverstone. This is from a time that Silverstone had gravel traps in Stowe Corner. Oh, he just braked very late, didn't he? And then grass, and immediately into a very well modeled gravel trap here in Automobilista. There goes Christian Clark. There goes Simon Allen. Now, something will happen to Simon Allen, though. and we'll stay with Jorge. Oh, look at this Jorge Luna, a little bit all over the place there. But, oh, and Simon Allen has decided to pay a visit to Barry R. Nice use of the reset button, though, very quick. But Simon just went completely off from club corner. Almost looks he's joining the current circuit by taking a tighter corner there. But oh, and he loses the position to Kev Allen as well. Kev Allen consistently coming up the field now. He was miles behind everyone else, but now up into 8th place. Simon Allen drops to 9th. Luna drops to 7th. And Christian Clark is the driver that has benefited the most because he's the only driver in this group that has not made any mistake in the last 2 laps. Therefore, he's up into 6th place. Lap 9 is already underway by leader Mark Elder. Let's look for battles, and the battle of the Allens is the one that I would highlight at this point, as they often battle on the track. Most of the time it's not for 8th place, but today race is not going according to plan for both Allen drivers, with Kev here ahead of Simon, but still they are a second and a half apart, and they are the drivers that are closest in the entire field. So let's go and follow this battle for a bit. Simon Allen seems to be losing a bit of steam there. Look at that, there's another driver there. That's Jorge Luna. And Kev is actually not that far behind Luna. Only 5 seconds or so. Let's go from Luna's perspective on track side, because this could be, towards the end of the race, a battle for 7th. Mark Elder running away from this with this race. I think Darren would like if Mark was running away from this race. But Mark is running away with this race. Lap 10, 4 seconds ahead. And a beautifully driven Mercedes by everyone on the field. Thiago Silva continues to be 5 seconds ahead of Fred. He was faster than Fred on this last lap, 7/10 of a second. Mike Stevens is only 5 seconds behind Fred Bakker. Almost identical lap times on the last lap. As we see Fred here, haven't seen too much of him in the middle of the Silverstone airfield. Now into the club chicane. Mike Stevens trying to put some pressure at least on on Fred, sorry. Then is Christian Clark in 6th place, Luna, and the Allen brothers 8th and 9th. That number 42, and Kev Allen was quicker by almost, well, 1.5 seconds from Luna. The gap is still 5 seconds, and I wonder if he's going to have any time to put some pressure on Luna, because I suspect we will have 13 laps in this race, with Mark Elder already on lap 11. He was a bit slower this time round, a 150.2, and look at that, Darren Head actually, well, something is happened to leader Mark Elder, and we will try to see what was it. Perhaps a mistake of some sort. Did he just almost lose it? Or, well... Well, no, I think Darren is just being quick. Darren had trying to go after Diogo Silva thirds. Darren had trying to put some pressure, 3.5 seconds now. And did something happen to Christian Clark again? Let's look at the lap time. No, it didn't. A 152. Luna a 150. Christian Clark had a small problem, not a big problem, but a small problem. He's 4 seconds ahead of Luna. Luna 5 seconds ahead. Oh, and Luna is he rotating? Oh, he certainly almost lost it there. As Cavalan. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Here at the Hunger Straight. No, it's still 5 seconds ahead of Keval, and then it's Simon now 3 seconds behind Kev. So these drivers are not far away from each other, but there is no immediate wheel-to-wheel battle. So we'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on pretty much everything, as Fred Bakker is again slower than Mike Stevens, but only by around half a second. So still 4.5 seconds between the two, so fourth place should be Fred's unless some sort of mistake happens. Let's go through this nice little group that is all 3 or 4 seconds apart of each other, from each other. That is Christian Clark in 6th, Jorge Luna in 7th, Kev Allen in 8th, and Simon Owen in 9th. As the leader is on lap 12 already, and I suspect that is the penultimate lap. Or is it? No, it's going to be, this is going to be it. I think 12 laps it will be. Yes, it will be 12 laps, and Mark Elder is going to win again. 4 seconds ahead of Darren Head, and almost 10 seconds, or more than 10 seconds ahead of third place man Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva breaking a record of successive fourth places with a third place if it remains like this. But Mark Elder has driven the perfect race once again to win here at Silverstone Race 1. Nicely done, as he is about to enter the start-finish straight, which is not really a straight in the old Silverstone. It is very curvy, and Mark Elder wins the race from Darren Head. In second, third place is going to be Diogo Silva. Fourth place is going to be Fred Bakker. Fifth place is going to be Mike Stevens. And then it's the nice little group with Christian Clark. Oh, and something happened to Luna. Something happened to Luna. Luna is the wrong way round. Disaster for Luna on the last lap. Oh, and he was under pressure from Cavalan. Did he have any help? Look at this. I don't think so. Luna was... well, there was side-by-side racing, and Luna just loses it, and now he's facing the wrong way around. And there goes Simon Allen. So, 7th is going to be Kev Allen. Nicely done by Kev after a slow start to this race. Quite a lot of consistency and good pace. Is going to be 7th in this race as he completes it. 8th is going to be Simon Allen. 9th is going to be Jorge Luna. And the driver we have shown the least, that's Fred Tennant. But we will go with him until the end of the race. He's already in the final complex into the field corner. And Fred Tennant in at number 85 is going to complete the race in 10th spot. It wasn't exactly a classic, but it was an interesting race here at Silverstone with the Mercedes AMG GT3. Thank you for watching in the Labareda channel. We'll see you in race 2.